Hi guys, welcome back. My name's Onos and I'm going to show you how to beat Mizuki. We're going to analyze the fight, we're going to break down his attacks, and we're going to show you how to win. But just quickly before we get into that, I'm going to show you an epic fail. I'm going to show you how I lost in this fight in almost record time. So what was that, about 20 seconds? See, that's the problem with this fight. If you're not careful, it can very quickly get away from you. Right, let's take a look at his attacks. First off, his backhand attack. So he's got a tell here. Notice the little backward hop he does. That's normally a signal that he's going to do the backhand. Quite easy to dodge this one. You can either dodge or roll to your right and you should get around behind him. Then there's a little space for you to get some damage in. Next is his basic single sweeping attack. Now you can see here as he pauses, he leaves his mace out beside him for just a second before swinging it around. Again, that's a slight signal you can use to get a roll going. Again, if you can make him miss, there's a slight damage window, you can get a few shots in. Now this next one doesn't look like much at first, but if he catches you with it, you're done for. Make sure to roll to your left, not your right. I got caught so many times with this. If he does catch you, he'll do this. At this stage, again, that's over half your health. You don't want that. You can also burst counter that move if you get your timing just right. So I found this one tricky. He sometimes does 2, he sometimes does 3 wide swings. Now your automatic thought might be to stay back. What I was trying to do was roll under it. As he swings, you want to roll the opposite direction, and that seems to get you out of the damage. If you can do that, you're in the perfect position then to return fire. There are a few moves that he does that you can burst counter. Ultimately, you know exactly what to do here. When you see the red mist and the wind up, burst counter through it. This is the short range slam. And then the next one is a very, very long range slam. He does a series of slams all at once. I was trying to hide behind a rock and thought he was still going to get me, which is why I did the burst counter. This next one's a charge. You have to kind of get your timing right to burst counter through this one. So somewhere around midway through the fight, he'll take you into the Dark Realm. This is where the fight can get a little bit more tricky. He seems to hit harder, although take that with a pinch of salt, maybe that's just my interpretation. His attacks aren't wildly different from what they were before, but they do seem to be a little bit faster and a little bit more aggressive. Just be aware. What I found worked well at this point was to switch to yokai form if you've got it charged, get some damage in and give yourself a fighting chance. When you try to get some distance from him to either heal up or get out of a big attack, he can pull off 2 different ranged attacks which you need to look out for. Again, he can do both of these attacks in either the Dark Realm or just in the normal realm. This one, he sends some shockwaves towards you. You can sidestep them pretty easily, although bear in mind in the Dark Realm they do move faster. Pay attention right here. The little backwards hop, that's the signal that he's going to try the shockwaves. They can be avoided relatively easily, as you can see here. For the next one, the sign is when he does that kind of scream up into the air, and then what he does is fire ghostly apparitions towards you. Ultimately, these track you, so you just want to sprint. You want to sprint in a tight circle, and you should be able to avoid them. So if at any point during the fight, during your damage sequence, if you see him stagger like you just did there, absolutely go to town on him. It means he's run out of ki. So you can basically just have your way with him. Just remember to keep pulse in between your attacks. You can pretty much keep attacking him until either A, he falls to his knees and you can grapple, or B, he takes you into the dark realm, in which case he'll do an animation and you can just back away. Okay guys, I'm going to leave you to watch the entire fight and see what you think. Bear in mind, it is pretty messy. It's not perfect by any means, but I did manage to get through it eventually. If you've enjoyed the video, please leave me a like, leave me a comment, and feel free to subscribe if you'd like to see more. It's been a pleasure having you join me. Hope to see you again soon. Cheers now. Take care. Bye-bye.